I got detention for talking back to a teacher and it saved my life. When I was a junior in high school, I had English with Mr. Novak first period. He was known for being strict about phones, and I usually respected that rule. That Thursday morning, my mom had texted me about my grandmother being in the hospital. When I checked my phone during class, Mr. Novak saw me and immediately confiscated it. I tried to explain the situation, but he wouldn't listen. "This is the third time this semester," he said. "That's an automatic detention." I lost my temper. "My grandmother is in the hospital. Can you show some compassion for once in your life?" The class went silent. Mr. Novak's face hardened. "Make that 2 days of detention starting today. Report to room 156 after school." I was furious. I had never gotten detention before, and now I had to miss basketball practice for 2 days. I spent the rest of the day fuming. When the final bell rang, I grudgingly made my way to room 156, which was in the east wing of the building, far from my normal route to the gym where my friends would be practicing. 15 minutes into detention, we heard the first popping sounds. At first, we thought it was construction noise. Then came the screams. Mr. Tejada, the detention supervisor, locked the door immediately and turned off the lights. "Get down," he whispered, "away from the door and windows." We huddled in the corner, 7 terrified students and 1 teacher, as the school's lockdown alarm blared. Through the silence between alarms, we could hear more shots. They seemed to be coming from the gym. I realized with a sickening clarity what was happening. Someone was shooting in the exact place I would have been if not for detention. For 2 hours, we stayed frozen in that dark classroom. I kept thinking about my teammates, my friends. I kept hearing those popping sounds replaying in my mind. When the police finally cleared the building and reached us, they escorted us out with their hands on our shoulders, shielding our eyes from certain hallways. I later learned that a former student had entered the gym during basketball practice with a gun. 3 students were injured, including my best friend Mateo. 1 coach died trying to protect the team. The shooter had apparently been targeting the basketball team specifically because of some perceived slight from years earlier. He had a list of names in his pocket. Mine was 3rd on the list. I spent that night in the hospital waiting room with Mateo's family. While he was in surgery, I couldn't stop thinking about how a detention I had cursed had actually saved my life. Mr. Novak visited Mateo too. When he saw me, he broke down in tears. "I'm so sorry about your grandmother," he said, "and I'm so glad you weren't in that gym." My grandmother recovered. Mateo eventually did too, though he never played basketball again. Our school changed forever. We got metal detectors, security guards, and mandatory counseling.